Hi guys, it's Angie. Hi, it's Angie from Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Today I'm reviewing Lana Zellner's Tattoo Tarot. So look for the 8 coins Tattoo Tarot. It's Lana Zellner. It's beautiful, beautiful work. She's done it in tattoo style, and she is a tattoo artist who loves the tarot and has been doing this project for a while, and then came up with her own deck. And I really have liked it. The pictures are great. This is her book. It has full color illustrations of each card and then a little snippet. It's not overwhelming, and it's her take on what those cards are. It sticks pretty much with the Rider-Waite imagery. You can see the lady and the lion here with the strength card. I really do love reading off of it. I like getting to know it. I like the difference it is and the bold colors. At first they seem like, okay, this is a simple picture, but the closer you look, the more you look, the more you get out of it. So it's definitely one that I've enjoyed taking my time with. It's got a little bit more playfulness about it. So I really have enjoyed that. See if I can show you a couple of my faves. We'll flip through, maybe you'll see. Well, the Ace of Coins is just gorgeous. Let's see if we can get to that. That's what's on the box, actually. Let's show you this one. So absolutely gorgeous. And then, like, this is a great one. Here we have the Eight of Swords. So you have the same idea and imagery in it, but it's a little more personal. Like, you can see that how sad she is to be in that situation. This is the Six of Swords. Love the colors in here as well. And she's got her book well organized. I love the little tabs. I think those are great. That way you can quickly get to what you want to get to. Four of Wands. Now this is a different take on it, but absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can show you anything else. Seven of Cups. This one I thought was interesting. A little bit incorporation of the genie and all your dreams and your wish is my command type of flavor, and just, you got to decide what you want, that kind of thing. Let's see if I can. This one is an interesting Three of Pentacles. And it's got the critters here. The prairie dogs. Funny. Very funny. The Four of Pentacles. Usually you see, I call him the miser, but you usually see the guy really protective of his coins. Loving that one. Let's see if I can show you anything else that. Okay, and then in the back she has her tarot spread. That's her version of the spread. And I'll show you. She included this with a mass-produced. So this is her spread. So I thought we'd just kind of do a little quick peek test drive for a general spread and see what's going on. Now I did a deck mod on hers where I cut the borders off so the pictures were even more pronounced, and I also did black on the edges. So I really do like how they feel in my hands. They were just a little bit big, and so I decided let's get rid of the borders, and they were gorgeous. So we're gonna shuffle up and do a little bit of a spread, and I'm leaving this out so you can kind of see how it goes. It's just 7 cards, so it's not as big as the Celtic Cross, but pretty effective. So, and it says, the rose spread was designed to consider both the internal feelings and the external, objective reading, objective realities of a situation. So we're going to just shuffle and see what we can do. I'll shuffle again. As ever, that one didn't go how I'd hoped. As ever, my shuffling skills definitely need work. It's okay. It's all right. I may never be good at that. I get nervous doing this. So it's like, all right. If the shuffle isn't perfect, really is going to be okay. All right. I'll just do this till I'm feeling comfortable. Maybe a few more. Start with that one. 1, 2, We'll just continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 1, Temperance, and this is the core issue that you're reading about. So if I were doing this read, I would say, okay, this is Temperance, and this is indicating a need for balance of the spirit and of the body. So balancing those earth and cosmic spiritual energies. That's what I would say. Since it is the main core of the thing, I'll go to the book and read this particular card. I won't read all the cards out of the book, but just to give you a flavor of what hers is. We'll do a little bit of that. Come on, there you are. Okay, again, I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous. It says, Temperance teaches us to take our time when searching for an answer. She shows us that a calm, balanced life will help us achieve our goals. And then she explains the card as this. She says, a bright blue eye opens and watches as red wine is poured from one chalice to another. Energy explodes around the eye, and an equilateral triangle vibrates behind it. Triangle representing balance, equality, and structure. Finding this balanced energy is necessary when life feels overwhelming. And let's face it, whose life hasn't felt overwhelming in recent days? The flowing liquid symbolizes the flow of energy from one part of our life to another, as well as the tasks we must complete regularly. Your third eye can open only once you've calmed the static around you. Take the necessary time to focus on your goals. Despite chaos and noise you may feel trapped within, it is possible to find peace. Look through the noise, maintain a steady hand, and pour your energy into finding a more balanced life. So beautiful. And all of them are like that. I mean, it's just a couple paragraphs, but really insightful, and I just love it. So we'll leave that so you can see it kind of. Maybe we'll put, I'm going to put this on there just to help hold that down in case you want to peek at that a little more. Okay, so Temperance is the core issue of the reading. Number 2, your past feelings or attitudes about the issue. So in the past, you've been very strong. You've got the lion, you've got the infinity sign, you've got the lady there. In the past, you have been calm. You have had the energy to do what you need to do. And these are 2 major arcanas already in this. Okay, the third one, your past actions. The past actions, and the way she's grabbing this, to me, she's got the world that's her personal world in her hands, but she's looking outward. And it looks like she's trying to grab more of the external for her world, trying to figure out what does she need to do outside her personal realm. Number 4, it says the universe's advice for the present. And on this one, the Queen of Pentacles, which gorgeous. I mean, look at all that color. Wow. That is just great. I was surprised. Like when I saw this one could have easily been on the front cover as well. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and you can see all the beautiful flowers around her. You see her mood. She's content. She's happy. She's achieved stuff. And the universe's advice for the present. The Queen of Pentacles is usually about, okay, let's make sure everything is handled at home. Pragmatics, the practical situation, taking care of the needs, and the needs must. She's very much about making sure she's laying in stores for the times ahead. Monetarily well set, ordered, just great. I think she does cause things to flourish because of her practical nature. That's how I see her. Next up, your present feelings and ideas. And this is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords kind of gets a bad rap, and even sometimes I've got to say, sometimes I've bashed the Queen of Swords. Other times I've been the Queen of Swords, you know? So the Queen of Swords is very, sometimes stoic. Some would say cold, some would say harsh. And that's why I say she gets a bad rap. They call it the bitch card sometimes. But this queen is just calm. She's not as emotional or gushy as the Queen of Cups. And she definitely is thinking things through. She would give you good counsel and advice, and she would form a plan. She's a good friend to have when you're at your wit's end and frayed. A particular friend of mine, she would always talk with me and say, okay, well, now what do you want to do? And if I'm all worked up emotionally, she would say, how long do you want to be mad about this? Are you ready to shift your energy? That kind of thing. So thank you. You know who you are. And this one, the Queen of Swords, It's beautifully done. She's just a little cooler in temperament and a little bit of stubborn in the chin and the nose, kind of up. So really quite well done. Love the butterfly on the crown, but I always love butterflies. Feisty butterfly would, right? Okay, next out we have the King of Pentacles. So we have the Queen and the King, and this is representing where the situation is heading. So, okay, the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, I said King, but it is the Knight. And you don't really see him on his horse except for up in the top. This is where her illustration and her way of doing it, tattoo style, it incorporates the old but with a really new modern way of doing it, and you need to look close and think on it. And it's like, okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles. He's offering the pentacle here. There's solid foundation below him. And it looks like that there is an entry where you would need a key to enter. So this guy is pretty important in what he's doing. He's prepared, he's ready. And also it looks like almost like a dome or a bank. You might see them sometimes like the clocks that are under the glass. And so it's protected. So this guy is very protective. He's prepared. He's the slowest of the knights. He's not very rash. He doesn't speed off. He's really ready for things and thinking things through. And if he is the knight and he's working for the pentacles, queen, you know, if that's what he's going to quest for or represent, then he's going to be prepared. So at this stage, I would say, in regards to the situation where it's heading, get prepared, be patient, let things ease, let things go kind of slow and how they are supposed to go. Do not be impatient. This is coming out where she's saying be strategic, and he's saying, okay, it is time to get going on this. We're taking action. We're moving forward. This is a crossroads, and this is moving forwards on it. So where the situation's heading is probably heading good. It's probably heading to a place where you can earn or improve your income, improve your material and physical situation. That's what I would say this is telling us. Then lastly, we have the universe's advice for the future. And we have the Ace of Wands. Again, Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. So you're heading into a new career cycle. This one, you can see like the castle on her head, and she's very much the passionate, very pursuing things. The wand is being offered like the divine offering. Often you just see only the hand with the wand. But there she is, ready to receive it, ready to go forward and pursue her passion. And when I say passion, I'm not meaning romantic. I'm meaning, what is it you love to do that you could spend hours and hours doing, lose track of time, that gets you feeling like you're in your zone, you're in the flow? That's what that's about. And this is saying advice for the future. The universe is advising you to reach out and grab it and pursue it. Everything about this read says go for it. It's a super positive read. I'm going to turn the cards so you can get an idea of the spread again. It's just beautifully done. I really like this mat. I'm half tempted to laminate this and be able to use it. And I think some people will be like, well, why are you using it that way? That's what beginners do. But it's gorgeous. It reminds you, and it just, like, look how good the black borders look around the cards. It just adds to it, makes it seem nice, makes it seem grounded perhaps. So I really like that. So I thank Lana Zellner for doing this and taking the time to do it. In the deck, she did include a few of her sketches along the way. So there's a couple of star cards, and I think the Nine of Wands is also one that she has a repeat, and the other one might be the Ten of Cups. It seems like that's the case. So she talks about her process, and then she also talks about in the beginning the sequence of what she was doing. Like, here's some of her early sketches. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful deck. I saw it, I was actually at Barnes & Noble when I first saw it, and I kind of hemmed and hawed, and, you know, I tend to be the bargain babe and try and be the smart shopper, and so I'm like, okay, if I come back for it, then okay, I'll buy it, and I've got to get going. And it wasn't really on my plan for purchases that day, but I hemmed and hawed, and I found it was in my hands, and I really couldn't put it down. And I had seen it before at a different visit to the store, and I was like, yeah. Well, this time I just couldn't put it down. So that one had to come home with me that day. But anyway, this is your review again of the 8 Coins tattoo. And it's the Feisty Butterfly Tarot here. It's Angie saying goodbye. Like and subscribe. See you next time.